And Governor Brian Kemp has issued a new state of emergency ahead of the expected winter storm coming to Georgia. This is a separate order from the one the governor issued last week. The state of emergency will run through February the 6th. The upcoming winter storm is expected to bring extreme cold temperatures and at least an inch of snowfall in communities throughout Georgia. The Georgia Department of Transportation has been treating various roads that are projected to be in the storm's path. A threat was called into Upson Lee Elementary School this morning. The school was placed on immediate lockdown, and deputies with the Upson County Sheriff's Office responded to the threat. Deputies were able to clear the school and are monitoring all schools in Upson County to ensure students and staff are safe. This is all the information we have at this time. We will update you when we have more on air and online at WGXA.tv. And an inmate died in the Bibb County Jail. Deputies found 24-year-old Quintavious Johnson unresponsive in his cell yesterday morning. Despite efforts to save his life, he was later pronounced dead by Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley. There will be an autopsy, and the GBI has been since notified since this is an in-custody death. And staying in Macon, a man is arrested and being charged with breaking into someone's home and robbing with a gun. Yesterday afternoon, the victim told deputies that when he got back home from walking his dog, there was a man inside his house with a gun. That man, 22-year-old Ricardo Martin, stealing multiple items, including the man's phone, before running away. He was caught just moments later by an investigator near Northside and Riverside Drive. Martin is in the Bibb County Jail facing many charges, including burglary and aggravated assault. The victim was not injured and he got back all of his items.
To Warner Robins Police Chief Wayne Fisher, officers responded to a domestic disturbance call at 107 Rose Street. Fisher says call takers could hear an altercation taking place. The first officer arrived at 8:35 a.m. and just minutes later, Fisher says they received devastating news.
Shots fired, officer down.
Fisher says Houston County, Perry, and Centerville agencies all responded. Once on scene, they initiated an immediate SWAT response from Houston County Sheriff's Office and the Warner Robins Police Department after the suspect barricaded himself inside the home. Officers secured the area and rendered aid to a 31-year-old woman whose identity has not been released, as well as an officer. Fisher says negotiations took place, but at 9:07 a.m., the Georgia Bureau of Investigation was requested to take over the case. The suspect, 21-year-old Rashawn Williams, was taken into custody at 11:09 this morning. WGXA observed EMS treating Williams shortly after his arrest. Houston County Sheriff's Matt Moulton says his office will support the injured officer.
He was doing what we asked him to do. We will support him. We'll support the Warner Robins Police Department. To the citizens of Houston County, I pledge to you that we are not going to let evil take over Houston County.
WGXA spoke with a neighbor at the scene who says you never truly know what's happening behind closed doors.
People are going to be people. You can't dictate what somebody might do, what's in somebody's head.
Another man we spoke with says he was nearby helping the homeless when he came across the scene. He says domestic situations often stay hidden.
Well, domestic violence, you know how it is. It's always under the covers. You never see it until something like this happens.
In the meantime, Sheriff Moulton says he stands firmly behind his deputies and all law enforcement.
And I would send them to hell to fight the devil and know they'd come back victors because of the quality of deputies that they are.
What started as a dream is almost a reality for Bibb County plant store owner Cam Sarami. His first brick-and-mortar plant store is almost open for business on Ingleside Drive in Macon. Cam started collecting plants as a hobby, then started selling them. His passion led him to his first vendor show.
Actually, I went to one show with a friend. She was doing a show and she's like, I just need some help. And I was like, oh, well, that'd be cool. I'd love to help. Let me bring some plants.
Then Cam began looking into alternative ways of selling. He joined Whatnot, an online live selling marketplace. His success was immediate.
So I actually was working full-time for a company, and in 3 months I was able to stop working and fully support myself based just off the plants.
He actually went live while we were there. He sold a plant in less than 2 minutes.
Does anybody want to buy one plant while we're on the news? And we're starting the auction. So who's gonna grab it? Hannah's winning. Nice, Hannah wins.
Cam says he's still shocked his dream has come to fruition.
It's something that's happened very fast, and it's one of those dreams that you have in the back of your mind, and you're like, that's never going to happen, until one day it just does. Just follow your dreams and never take no for an answer. Always keep doing what you want to do.
Reporting in Macon, Hannah Mosley, WGXA News.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. We have some very cold air that's going to be pouring back into Middle Georgia this weekend. Therefore, we have a weather-warned day in place, not for today, but for tomorrow into Monday morning, as we are expecting some wintry weather precipitation across Middle Georgia. Not only that, but very cold air. Now, this could be a high impact, especially in some of our eastern and northeastern counties, where we could see some accumulating snowfall. And if that happens in these areas, it could be some impacts on travel, but the main thing is we're expecting very dangerous cold temperatures to be pouring back into our area. So let's take a look at what we have as far as watches and warnings right now. The pink shaded area here, that's where we have a winter storm warning, and it does include some of our eastern and northeastern counties, specifically Hancock and Washington County. We also have south of that in the blue shaded area, that's where we have a winter storm watch in effect. And then this green shaded area, which actually covers the entire state and all the way down into South Florida, is an extreme cold watch that is in effect for Saturday night into early Sunday morning, as we'll see wind chill values drop into between 0 and 10 degrees on Sunday morning. So it will be feeling like the single digits. And as you can see, these cold weather advisories or the cold weather alerts go all the way down into the Florida Peninsula, and they cover the entire southeast in anticipation of the winter storm and also very cold air pouring back in. But today we're going to be okay. We're going to see partly to mostly cloudy skies, and despite some clouds moving in, I think we'll be staying dry today with our highs going up to the mid, maybe a few upper 50s out there if we can keep enough sunshine. But again, as I said, staying dry for the most part. Now, tomorrow morning is when things begin to change. We'll notice that cold air, Arctic air pouring back into Middle Georgia. It'll become windy tomorrow, staying mostly cloudy, and we'll also see some snow showers and snow flurries across Middle Georgia. I think the highest impacts of that, again, will be off to our northeast and eastern counties. However, all over Middle Georgia, we could see those snow showers and snow flurries. But notice the temperature now. This is at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Looking at Macon at 29 degrees. Let's see what happens during the day. Now, this is in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. 30 degrees. So rising very little, maybe 3, 4, 5 degrees at best all day tomorrow. Now, with temperatures staying in the low to mid 30s tomorrow for a high, the winds gusting in at about 20 to 30 miles per hour, it'll be feeling like the upper teens to the 20s all day tomorrow with those cloudy skies. And again, we'll see some off and on snow showers and snow flurries. And as I said earlier, I think the highest probability of that and accumulations will be off to our northeast and to our east. But again, this is a developing low pressure system off the coast, so we'll still have to watch that over the next 24 hours. Now, Sunday morning, we'll kick it off with temperatures in the mid to upper teens. We'll be mostly clear, but we'll still have a pretty brisk wind blowing out there, so that'll make it feel like the single digits down to near 0 possibly on Sunday morning. During the day on Sunday, we get the sunshine back, but it'll still be breezy and cold with highs only right around 40 degrees. So let's take a look at the potential possible snow accumulation totals here in Middle Georgia. Again, we're looking at the heaviest totals off to our northeast and east, where we could pick up about 1 to 2, maybe even 3 inches. And right here around the Macon, Warner Robins area, we could see anywhere from a trace to maybe a ½ inch or an inch. Again, this is a developing situation, so we'll have to fine-tune this as we get a little closer to it. But just know the potential is there for those snow showers and snow flurries for tomorrow. As of right now, it looks like it will a minor impact from about I-75 north and eastward. However, as you get up toward the Hancock, Washington County area, that's where you could possibly see some moderate impacts from this. But today, as I said, it's going to be a beautiful day with highs going up to the mid to upper 50s, partly to mostly cloudy. And tonight is when we'll begin to see that cold air moving in, mostly cloudy, dropping down to the low 30s. And as I said, tomorrow not rising a whole lot with highs only in the low to mid 30s, windy and very cold with those snow showers and snow flurries around. Sunday, we've got the sunshine back, low right around 40 to the low 40s. And then Groundhog Day is Monday. We can hope he'll give us a little bit of good news on maybe an early spring. But as you see, by the middle of next week, we're going to be warming back up into the mid-50s with another chance of showers coming in toward Wednesday.
Light it.
Urban Meyer built college football dynasties.
Football is a way of life.
Mark Ingram II ran his way to a Heisman.
I'm gonna do the rest of the show with this thing.
Rob Stone calls it like he sees it. This is the Triple Option, where legends tackle the biggest headlines in college football and the NFL with guests who don't hold back.
You're not winning with that owner. Wow.
It's football talk that hits harder than game day. The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.